Baker is Baton Rouge.
It's right down the street, pretty much.
Okay.
We'll like just start with it. Do you know guys on LSU's team, or what's your kind of history with that program or some of the guys on the team?
Um, I don't think I know anybody on the team right now. I think they just got a new coach and stuff, so he kind of brought his guys from his previous school. So I don't really know anybody too much. I think I was recruited by a couple of the past coaches that were there. Obviously, it didn't go down, didn't work out, but that's about it.
Did you grow up going to games or following their program at all?
I've been to a couple games. I've worked out there probably countless number of times. Obviously, love the gym, love the practice arena, the PMAC, obviously, but I've been around a little bit. I've been to LSU a little bit, something like that.
What do you know about this team now? Texas A&M.
I think we have the ability and we have the potential. I think it's just tapping into that potential every day, every game. So I'm still learning a lot, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is my first conference road game. Obviously my 13th game. Would it be my 13th game with this team? So still learning a lot about the coaches and the players, but more in the positive direction than anything.
Do you feel like y'all have this I guess 3-game winning streak you're on? This is more of a, I guess, resemblance of what you expect this team to be than what we saw in December?
Uh, man, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Obviously in December, I think we were still figuring things out. But I think coaches helped us realize our potential. And I think his job is just to maximize it as much as he can. Him and the coach staff work really, really hard to try to figure out what works best for this team. I think obviously coming into it, we were trying some things that probably worked for the team that they had last year. And I don't think some of those things necessarily worked for us. So credit goes to like the coaches and the coach staff for making those adjustments, really.
And because you're from Louisiana, does a game against LSU mean anything more to to you playing them, or hey, is it just another opponent?
It has nothing to do with me being, right around the corner. I think it's a very important game, but I don't think for those reasons. I think just because of our standards and what we have at stake, I think it's really, really important. But that's about it for me. I don't have no personal agenda with LSU.
I know in the first half and kind of at the end of the game, y'all were really swarming on defense. What was it about those times, especially at the beginning of the game, that seemed like the defense was right where it needed to be?
I think defense, rebounding, and toughness is something that travels regardless. Obviously, we didn't shoot it well. That wasn't our first kind of bad shooting night, whatever you want to call it. But I think if you do those things on the road, you have a pretty good chance to win. So that was pretty much it. Getting big stops in the road game that we really, really needed. So that was pretty much it.
I know Buzz has talked a lot at times about different guys on the team without naming names, has said that sometimes if the offense isn't working, the defense didn't come along. Was this a good example of that clicking for the first time, of like everybody being down on defense even when the shots weren't falling?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think if you're going through some offensive problems or struggles or whatever you want to call it, I think as long as you're stopping the other team and you have a chance to figure out your offense, I think you're still in okay shape. You know what I mean? But if you're not playing defense and your offense is not really working that well, then it's a double negative. You know what I mean? So.
What kind of challenges do you think LSU is going to pose?
They have really good players, really good team, really nice offense. So I think just the offensive firepower they have from a couple of their players, well, a few of their players is obviously a threat. So I think we have to be locked in on defense and the scout report, and that's it.
Going back to the win over Florida, did that feel maybe like the most gratifying, not gratifying, but kind of backed up all the things you guys are doing, maybe more than any other game to this point this season?
Yeah, I think it was just really like a really important game. Winning a road game is really, really hard. You got to overcome a lot to win a road game. So the fact that we did it without really playing our best on offense, I think just says a lot to this team and to the coaches. So winning road games winning any conference game is really, really hard. Sometimes winning the game is hard. So if you have a chance to steal one on the road, like we did, I think that was really, really vital for us, and especially what we have at stake this season.
Pretty good 3-point shooting team. How much has that been a focus of maybe it was called Big Rock for this game?
Super. They have a few guys who are really shooting the ball at a high clip. So, like I said, our defense has to be on point. We have to be on point. We know what they're running, following the scout report, and hopefully live with the results. But definitely, our defense has to be locked in this game.
All right, Zach, you got anything?
Nope.
Sorry we started early. All right, we're done, thanks.
Thanks.